Sarah from Average Betty here, and I'm making Guinness Chocolate Cake. Saving this Guinness Chocolate Cake for St. Patrick's Day would be like saving all your best pranks for April Fool's Day. Let's make Guinness Chocolate Cake. I'm going to start by preparing a 9-inch springform pan, a little spray, and this is wax paper cut out of my pan. Ain't no way this cake is sticking. Okay, set this aside for just a moment. Here's a saucepan over low heat. This is butter. Get it mostly melted. Here's 1 cup of Guinness, but don't drink the rest. We need it. Butter beer. Bring this just to a simmering and remove from the heat. This is unsweetened dark cocoa powder, 100% cacao. This process of adding cocoa to a warm liquid is called blooming, and it really helps bring out the full chocolate flavor in the cocoa. Get the cocoa powder well incorporated and allow this chocolate butter beer some time to cool. Here's a bowl, and this is flour, brown sugar, white sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but we're making cake, not salad. This is salt and baking powder. That does it for the dry ingredients. Here's a big bowl, a couple of eggs, practically pre-scrambled, vanilla, and sour cream, the good stuff. And here comes the cooled chocolate butter beer. Temper the egg mixture with the chocolate. You risk scrambling the egg mixture if your chocolate is too warm. Isn't that gorgeous? Now add in the dry ingredients. Whisk gently, don't overwork it. That's right. Remember this? I'd have to say that all Guinness chocolate cake recipes are born from Nigella Lawson's, as she is synonymous with a Google search for Guinness chocolate cake. And into the oven for almost a whole bloody hour. While the cake is baking, mix up a little Miracle Moist. This is a 1/3 cup Guinness, powdered sugar, and vanilla, and you've got a little simple syrup insurance. After 55 agonizing minutes, the cake is done, and it looks like this. Tall, dark, and rich, just like I like them. Cut around the edges, pop off the ring, and allow the cake to cool. While the cake is cooling, make the frosting. Hey, big fella. This is cream cheese and butter. Get it going, some salt, and good to the last drop Guinness. A little vanilla, get that all combined. Scrape down the sides, and this is sifted powdered sugar. Get that going slowly. Whip and continue adding powdered sugar until it's fluffy and frosty. Let's get this cake going on. Carefully finagle the cake out of the pan. Peel off the paper. Ta-da! Brush with some of the Guinness simple syrup and focus on the edges of the cake that will be exposed. This helps give the edge a nice sheen and keeps the cake moist. And moist is good when you're talking about cake. Now for that frosting. Pile that high. The idea is that the cake is supposed to resemble a freshly poured Guinness beer, and the frosting is the head, and the cake is the dark stout beer. Whatever you do, don't save tall, dark, and rich for St. Patrick's Day. This is the ideal birthday or special occasion cake for chocolate lovers. Get the Guinness chocolate cake recipe at averagebetty.com. So next time you're craving a dark, rich slice of cake, I hope you give this Guinness chocolate cake a try, whether it's St. Patrick's Day or not. Thanks for watching and subscribing. See you next time. Guinness chocolate cake.